your Denver Nuggets. At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 8, At guard, 6'6", number 0, starting at the other forward position, 6'8", number 32, at guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 27, Jamal Murray. At center, number 15, the Joker.
At the starters for the Wizards. Cohen is out there with Colton Carrington. Then there's Kispert. Then it's George. And it's Czar in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Denver, in at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. Bringing this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
And stolen by Song. To the middle, here's George, and it's blocked by Gordon. Murray outside. Over McCollum. Washington with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Gordon a screen. Pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Well, that's one of the things they like to do with Brown. Work him off ball.
George with the screen on Murray. And here's McCollum for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Murray outside. Pass to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. McCollum against Murray. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Well, that's just a terrific move. Murray's so skilled at creating space off the dribble.
And George kicks to Kispert. Czar sets the screen for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gordon a screen to the inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
And you assemble an all-striker team. Jamal Murray and is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his spot. Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
George sets a screen for McCollum. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 5. From deep, Jokic. And Czar pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
McCollum looking it over. 5 on the clock. That one doesn't go.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Murray kicks to Watson. Kicks it out to Gordon. Out to the right wing. Murray outside. Over McCollum, and Denver again with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
McCollum outside. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense. Wow, missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Pass to Kispert. Back to McCollum. Down low. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Inside. Here's Gordon. And it comes off the front of the rim. Wizards trail by 5. Sarr in the post. He's against Jokic. Makes it off the glass. Sarr's got his second basket of the game. Murray against McCollum. Murray the pass to Gordon. And here's Watson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he was a menace on the defensive end in that one, just racking up the blocks.
Now here's George, following the miss by Jamal Murray. George finds McCollum. Here's Sarr. Back to McCollum. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Jokic passes to Murray. Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. Back to Watson. Here's Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Watson. Kispert, no good. The Nuggets lead by 3. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Here's Sarr. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Sarr with a screen on Brown. Here's Carrington. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Please give a big round of applause for your dance team.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. And then for Washington, Gill is checked in for George, and Middleton subbed in for Kispert. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Johnson outside. Hardaway against Middleton. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Rocking that rim. Jonas Valanciunas, the very big man from Lithuania.
Middleton against Hardaway.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now here's Middleton. Tight defense on him. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Denver leading by 3. Round kicks to Hardaway. Misses the 3. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Gill. Hardaway against Middleton. Over Hardaway. And it's Denver with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, I'm told the Nuggets were excited to add veteran center Jonas Valanciunas. They really struggled last season to craft effective lineups when Nikola Jokic was out of the game. In JV, they have a capable scorer and playmaker who can steady the reserves.
He is a big factor. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Throw good, McCollum. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Denver making a switch here. Murray's checked in. The Wizards also changing it up. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Song. Koulibaly comes in for Gill. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Carlton Carrington.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar, but he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
Now, here's Johnson. Scoreless thus far. Koulibaly with it. Hardaway picks him up. Koulibaly, bounce pass. On the wing, Whitmore. Koulibaly with the screen for Whitmore. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Valanciunas. Now, here's Johnson. Outside Hardaway. And here is Murray. To the inside. And the dunk by Brown.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Denver on top, up 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Jamal Murray is out there with Brown. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Johnson in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at the Nuggets. Now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
And you know, for the Nuggets, this season has been much more of a grind for them than anyone expected. They've only been a shadow of the team that was so dominant a year ago.
Yeah, honestly, guys, we expected a lot more from them. They've had a lot of things go wrong this year.
Now Murray, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Brown the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Murray, covered by Johnson. Murray, no good.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Middleton finds Bagley. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Bagley's got his first points in this one.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Right there.
Valanciunas dishes to Murray. Crafty move. He lays it in. Murray's got 6 points.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
To the middle. And finished off by Bagley. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Valanciunas with a screen on Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Well, when you watch Valanciunas now, the thing that stands out most is the rebounding. On a per-minute basis, he's still one of the best in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. George is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Corey Kispert comes in for Whitmore. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Johnson.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock you down with confidence.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Here at some numbers for Cam Johnson. His last 10 games, putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Here's Kispert. Nothing on the board. McCollum outside. Middleton on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. 6 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
And the first one at the line is good.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to McCollum. Nice ball movement by Washington. Middleton against Hardaway. Middleton outside. Over Hardaway. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, man, let's get up and get loud and welcome the show-stopping, move-drumming Nuggets right there.
Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jamal Murray. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Jokic on top. George with the defensive effort. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brown against Middleton, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Monday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then, on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
Stars checked in for the Wizards. Here's Jokic. No good off the back of the rim. The Wizards have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Middleton the pass to George. Shoots over Johnson. George, no good. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you guys.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. For Denver, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And the big fella, Alex Zog, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, good. Murray's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, Murray is a very good outside shooter. I think he's at his best when he gets into the paint.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
All right, everyone, we've got a treat for you now. Here comes your Nuggets Party Squad. Let's turn up the noise, fans. Here are your Nuggets Party Squad.
For the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon is checking in for Johnson. Peyton Watson comes in for Hardaway. And Christian Brown subbed in for Bruce Brown. Carlton Carrington's checked in for the Wizards. Top of the key, Kispert. Pass to George. Back to Kispert. Here's McCollum. Clock at 6. And another miss by Washington. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. From downtown, and it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Murray. Now Brown. Now, here's Jokic. Last game, 26 points. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Watson for 3. The offensive rebound. Another shot, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
And there it is for him. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Wizards. Pass to Watson. Jokic high post. Back to Watson. And another miss by Denver. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Dallas. McCollum kicks to George. Here's Sarr. George finds Sarr. Lets it go. And it's Carrington missing. And so Brown will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Brown. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, strength and focus. Brown exhibited both right there.
Now the Nuggets bet on the development of young Christian Brown, and Stan, he has rewarded their faith. He has developed so nicely.
Kevin, he certainly has. Probably has even exceeded what their expectations were for him. But he's a guy that is such a hard worker. He's smart, he's tough, and he's all about winning.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Nikola Jokic. He's putting up 31 points per, 11 assists, and 13 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Pass to Carrington. It's stolen by Brown. Now Watson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Outside Gordon. On the wing, Hardaway. They get it again. Jokic can't connect from short range.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Now here's McCollum. 20 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Shot from 12. He squares up and sinks it. McCollum's got 10 points.
Well, you just got to love the control McCollum possesses on those in-between jumpers.
On the wing, Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And Watson has it in the corner. Second chance effort. Now Brown. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway from outside. Here's Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Pass to Sarr. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for the Nuggets. McCollum against Brown. Johnson outside. And stolen by Sarr. And here we go. Fast break. Sarr's got it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Throw good, McCollum.
Look, a leader both on and off the floor. You can tell McCollum's teammates really look up to him.
And so McCollum nails both of them. The Nuggets leading. Pass to Watson. Back to Brown. Count that bucket. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kispert, the pass to Sarr. Back to Kispert. Banked in off the glass. Kispert's got his first basket of the night.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
Watson, the pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
One thing about this contest, it's very hard to win. Everyone's a great shooter. It comes down to who's hot and who's clutch.
And most of these guys have shown they can do both of those things here in the regular season. And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
But you want the truth? I've seen college teams shoot better than these guys. They couldn't hit water from a yacht.
Shaq upgrading that punchline from a boat to a yacht. How bougie of you. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. We've got C.J. McCollum. George is out there with Kispert. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Sarr in at the 5 down low. And it's Gordon with the finish.
He is an all-world dunker. Gordon with the monster jam.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Sarr. Back to Carrington. And here's George. Defended by Gordon. Sarr. The pass to George. 4 on the clock. Here's McCollum. And the shot no good. A bit short.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Murray. Good.
Yeah, and this is an area over his career where Jamal Murray has really improved that three-point shooting.
Saar. He has 6. Here's Carrington. The 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Jokic against Saar. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. That shot missing. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. They trail by 3. Pass to George. And George with the stop.
He's more than capable of running an offense. McCollum is a combo guard who you trust with the ball.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The Nuggets, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jokic with the screen on McCollum. A slam by Jokic.
Nice play by Jokic. So crafty at pick and roll.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Brown. Inside, here's Watson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Carrington. McCollum outside. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. McCollum's got 14.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. In the corner, it's Brown. Now Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. Covered by Saar. Fader on the way. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Carrington. And here is Kispert. A miss that time would have put him up.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Brown the pass to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by the Wizards. They host the Clippers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. McCollum dishes to George. Here's Carrington. He's looking for Sarr and finds him. For the tie, it's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A 2-point game. Jokic with a screen on McCollum. For 3. And again, Denver no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to Kispert. Here's Carrington. Up top, Sarr. Wizards need to get a shot off here. The Wizards with another miss. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Murray, the pass to Watson. And Watson slams it in.
Set up for Murray is key there. He's looking for the best shot, whether it's for himself or a teammate.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Wizards making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Jonas Valanciunas.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Back to Sarr. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets lead by 4. Launches a 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Carrington with the ball. 5 points in the game. Sarr in the post. Jokic defended. Denver's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Brown. Murray looking around. Over Carrington. Murray, no good. Wizards trail by 7. And here is Kispert. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton outside. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Murray outside. Pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. Now Jokic, covered by Sarr. Down low, over Brown. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets leading by 7 to the paint. George with the steal. Middleton outside. Pass to George.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Sarr. Defended by Gordon. Can they get it? The shot by Middleton, wide open. That ball, nice speed that time from George.
Well, if you feed Middleton, you can count on him knocking down the jumper. He's been so reliable over the years.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Washington making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Sarr. Koulibaly comes in for Kispert. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Keyshawn George. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 4. Pass to Hardaway. Valanciunas sets a screen for Hardaway. Back to Valanciunas. Over Bagley. Great D that time from Bagley.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Now here's Middleton. 1:21 left in the third quarter. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Strawther. Second shot opportunity, and Hardaway with the lay-in. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Middleton. Denver grabs the miss. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Johnson outside. No good from outside. Wizards trail by 6. Inside. It's stolen by Brown.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. Fading away, he makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 8. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Bruce Brown is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Johnson in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. takes the 13-footer. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Nice ball movement by Washington. Bagley the screen. Koulibaly finds Bagley. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Brown. And he gets it back. Over McCollum. The Nuggets with another miss. Wizards trailed by 8. To the middle. Knocked away. Hardaway with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Murray. Johnson wide open. He fired. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 8th assist here tonight. Now Whitmore. Whitmore sends a screen for McCollum. 6 to shoot. Pass to Middleton. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Brown. Whitmore defending.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
A 3 from McCollum. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. It's going to be Middleton shooting. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Well, what I love about Middleton is how professional he is, and it's why he's respected both on and off the floor.
Murray outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. Bagley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Saar, and he banks in the layup.
Showing some strength on that finish. Saar just pushing through that contact.
Johnson with a screen on McCollum. Pass to Jokic. It's tipped. Johnson outside. Now Hardaway. Releases from 15. And Saar pulls it down. Saar's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Middleton outside. Back to McCollum. There's a good screen. Pass to Koulibaly. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Nuggets leading by 10. Now Murray. And stolen by Koulibaly. A 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Johnson. Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Over in the corner, Brown. And another miss by Denver. Wizards trail by 10. Outside, Bagley. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, how about that jam by Middleton? He's far from just a jump shoot.
Pass to Jokic. Murray for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Saar. And here's Bagley. Bagley sends a screen from McCollum. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Then for the Wizards, Keyshawn George. He's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Kispert comes in for Chris Middleton. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Koulibaly. Carrington with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. to the paint. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Brown outside. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
George passes to Sarr, and it's George finishing it off.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Wizards trail by 8. McCollum outside. Saw the pass to McCollum. Here's Carrington. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Brown kicks to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Over to the left wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, it's Denver.
And he just makes it look so easy at times. Once Jokic gets going, there's almost no chance of slowing him down.
Now Sarr. Here's Carrington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting for Washington, Carrington. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. A different look for Denver. Peyton Watson comes in for Johnson. And Christian Brown subbed in for Bruce Brown. And he sinks the second. And so here's Denver. 7-point differential. Surveying the D. There's a screen by Murray. Watson with it. George picks him up. Lock at 6. Puts it up from 17. Cleared away by George.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
And they continue to control the play.
Here's Murray. Here's Brown. Outside Murray. 3. Good.
Yeah, that's Murray unleashing that smooth outside jump.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Well, the defense has not been able to slow him down inside. And until they offer some sort of resistance, just keep feeding him the ball.
a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, they took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Murray against McCollum. Soccer with the screen on Murray. Now George, beyond the arc. Jokic pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Washington foul. C.J. McCollum. 4th personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for Denver, Jamal Murray taking 2 shots.
Throw good, Murray.
There's so much that Jamal Murray brings to the table offensively. He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
Good on both.
You know, one of the things I like most about Murray is his confidence. Even if he has a rare off night, he never gets down on himself. Just keeps attacking.
McCollum against Murray. Sar, what a finesse finish on the land.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Brown. Defended by Carrington. Shot clock at 5. Count it!
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Denver.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jokic.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Now, here's Watson. Another chance. Sar pulls it down. Now, here's Kispert. He's covered by Murray. From outside. Rebounded by Brown.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Murray outside. Holy cow! What a bailout! So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. It's when we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nicola. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.